And I go back to it. I go back to what James said, which was that, and James, correct me if I'm wrong, you said, that it looks like the majority of this jury definitely is familiar with guns, and there's at least 4 panelists who really are into guns, if you know what I'm talking about, on the panel. At least 4.
Right.
I would say so. I mean, to me, they look like, I don't know, they've got the whole beard, the everything. The way they dress, it just seems.
You have a beard. you like guns.
Fit the stereotype.
It's like Dukes of Hazzard.
I don't know. Like Duck Dynasty.
Yeah. Well, describe the juror. Yeah, what can you tell us about each of the jurors, if anything? What,
okay,
if anything?
Yeah. What if anything, right? I love that they said that today. He said that
I got PTSD from that shit. Come on.
Well, that was F. Lee Bailey. F. Lee Bailey started doing that in the 50s and it stuck.
The jury. Okay, so I don't know exactly who the 12 are. There's 18 that sit there. 9 and 9. 9 in the back, 9 in the front. They sit in different spots every day, which it makes talking about them a little difficult. Yeah. Oh, not every day, actually. Every time they come back in the room, they sit in different spots, which is lovely for me, trying to watch them.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, right? They all sit in different spots every time. Yeah, I don't know about that. But they don't write anything down. I think I said that yesterday, which I thought was odd. About them, I would say most of them are probably over 50. The good majority, there's probably maybe 4 or 5 that look like they could be under 30. There's only 1 black male on the juror. More women than men. There's 4 black women, like 5 white women, and then the rest are white men. Again, they tend to be a little bit older. They all are pretty stoic, just like the Johnny Depp trial. Although the Johnny Depp trial, some of them made more facial expressions. You have a couple here that sometimes will make facial expressions, but it's more about like the actual physical body language. Like people will lean in and lean out a lot. I'm guessing that's because the chairs are rather uncomfortable and there's no desk for them to actually like put their arms on.
Have any of them had any standout facial expressions, like where they've been made like a jaw drop or, done anything that kind of stood out to you?
Yeah, well, there's one juror I spoke about yesterday. She will do the head tilt a lot. And she'll do like a side eye and stuff. I don't know if that's just how she like emotes. Like I do that a lot too, like without thinking. I'll just kind of do that, like facial expressions and stuff. Not a lot of other people actually make anything visible like that. There's 2 people down in the front row. It's hard to see them, but they scowl like a lot. I don't know if it's just because they don't want to be there, or they don't like the trial. I don't know what it is, but they don't look happy at all. There's one guy who sits at the top, like in the middle, and he was a little more expressive today, especially during some of like the defense redirects, or not redirect, whatever it's called.
Cross-examination.
Yeah, cross. Because again, at some points, he did not make good points, I don't want to say, but kind of offered another perspective. The worst of it, of course, was the Verizon thing, and none of them were. I was looking very much for their expressions during that time. They didn't really have much expression. I was expecting them to be like dumbfounded with how ridiculous he was acting. But yeah.